Head coach Renee Luers-Gillispie here following the sweep over Georgetown. And coach, that first game, a nail-biter, trailed the whole way, but got a clutch hit from Tawny Swan in the 6th inning and pulled back the 3-2 win and really carried over to the second game and get the sweep.
It did. In the first game, we were just struggling again, getting out there early, being able to have a lot of energy in the early part of the game. A little flat till about the 4th, 5th inning, and then you started seeing us get base runners on. Still having problems with moving them into scoring position, but we're getting base runners on, and then Tawny came up with that huge hit that ended up scoring 2 and putting us ahead on that game. That was real important to kind of get that feel of that momentum going into that second game.
Mackenzie, I thought, didn't have her best stuff, but yet that's almost a compliment in that even though she didn't have her best stuff, she gave you a chance to win, settled into that game after that first inning, and was solid afterwards.
She did. With 6 strikeouts, that's low for what she normally does. I think that she was struggling on a few of her pitches early on. Got a little bit better as the game went on. Started throwing a little bit more on her changeups, and that kind of helped her get out of a lot of the innings. But we always tell her, we got a great defense behind her, and she's got to relax and trust us to be able to get the outs behind her.
Allie Schmidt then comes back, gets you their first career shutout, 2-hitter, very dominant performance for her to the point where, I mean, she's been pretty solid all year.
Yeah, she's coming through, getting stronger and stronger every game. A little bit more confident in each of her games. She threw a lot more of her changeups in the second game, which was good. We want to see her to start putting the batters off balance a little bit more than she had in the past. But she did a good job, and she got stronger. Her also got stronger. We were in the 6th and 7th inning, and you could see how she really was trying to put them away. We had 5 runs. It was 5-0 at that point, and we just needed to make sure that she knew that she could put them away for us, and she did just that.
Marissa and Farrah really got your offense going in that first game with the back-to-back doubles, get you on the board, and had a great doubleheader overall. Talk about the importance of those two hitting 4-5, really feeding off each other and really kept getting the offense started. Yeah,
the two in the games, the 2 games a day, they were both hitting 500. I mean, they were lights out, and having them back-to-back in the 4 and 5 positions are huge for us today. They're just solid hitters. They're always finding a way to make things happen, and they have the ability to be able to score, to bring in the RBIs, and that's the 2 best people we have right now to be in that position to do just that.
You talk, I mean, the win over Georgetown, is that a game where maybe a few weeks ago this team loses, doesn't have the confidence, whereas now they've kind of gone through the highs and lows of the tough schedule? Well, you know what? We're not going to sweat it. We're going to come from behind and pull out a run win.
Yeah, I think in that first game especially, there was no emergency in that game. You could see as the game went on, everything was still very relaxed, even though we were down 1-0. 2-0. We actually scored the 2 in the first inning. And they were just relaxed, kind of knowing that they were going to make something happen when they had that opportunity, and they were able to do that in the 6th, be able to come back and get ahead of them. It's that kind of confidence is going to help us get into the tournament, the conference series on Saturday and Sunday with Tulsa.
You sweep Georgetown. This is a future Big East Conference series in a couple of years. As strange as that sounds, I mean, they were very gamed, and it certainly could be signs of the future that are coming up in a couple of years.
We talked to the girls about this, that this is going to be a conference opponent for us in 2 years, especially for our freshmen. They're going to be juniors at that point. It's something to be looking forward to, and realizing that this is a great opportunity for us to go Big East, but we have work to do. We got to take care of Conference USA, and that's got to be the focus that we have going into this weekend.
And that's where it starts Saturday, going against the preseason Conference USA favorites, Tulsa. A lot of history with them. They knocked us out in the conference tournament last year. They got a lot of good players coming back, Amy Krager and Samantha Cobb. It's always a tense series when the 2 teams play, and it should be no different this weekend.
It is. They've had 2 players, pitcher and hitter combination in the last 2 weeks that have been the pitcher and player of the week in the Conference USA, and you can tell that they're on a good roll too. So coming in this weekend is going to be a good series for us.
Well, head coach Renee Luers-Gillispie following the sweep over Georgetown. Congrats, coach, advancing to 15-7 on the season.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.